welcome to another DVD collection. Yeah, it's been a while since I've last done it, and now it's finally to do the worth-weighted Spongebob DVD collection. Like, this was the DVD collection after Sony Pictures Animation, and I've been really wanting to do a Spongebob DVD collection for a long time now, but never really got the time to do so. But now this is the perfect time to do it. So yeah. So yeah, this has been standing here for a while now, which I was gonna do the video last week, but unfortunately I didn't really have enough time because stuff in life and a bunch of relaxing and stuff that prevented me to do the DVD collection, but now I finally get to do it. So sit back, relax, grab some snacks if you wish, and enjoy the video. Alright, so without further ado, let's begin. So the first SpongeBob DVD I have is Metrical Nonsense and Sponge Buddies. So yeah, I believe this was the one of the first SpongeBob DVDs to come out. Like, I don't know, but I think it might be. So yeah, it says 10 seaworthy stories. So yeah, here's the front, the spine, and the back. It has the original Nickelodeon logo on it. And it has the original SpongeBob logo on it as well. So yeah. And here's the back. And I might as well read out the episodes because I don't really have anything else to do, so I don't see why not. Anyways, the episodes are Ripped Pants, CB1929, Texas, The Graveyard Shift, Something Smells, Jellyfishing, Dying for Pie, Wormy, FUN, which stands for Fun, and Club SpongeBob. So yeah, and here's the disc. So yeah, that was Nartical Nonsense and Sponge Buddies. So yeah, I'd say this is a good DVD. So yeah, the next DVD I have is Tales from the Deep. So yeah, here's the front, spine, and the back. And the episodes are House Party, which is a double length episode. Hall Monitor, I Had an Accident, Valentine's Day, Just One Bite, Mermaid Man, and Barnacle Boy, which are basically like the Batman and Robin of SpongeBob, I guess you would say. Tea at the Tea Dome, sorry. The Paper, and Born Again Crabs, sorry. So yeah. And it also includes episodes from Deep Sea Sillies and Bikini Bottom bash videos, which I believe they're like bonus features. We also have a link to the website here. And here is the disc. So yeah, that was Tales from the Deep. Okay, so here's the next CD that I have, and it's Tide and Seek. 10 Tales from High Tide Hilarity. So yeah, here's the front, spine, and the back. And the episodes are Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy Part 3, Bikini Bottom Loser, Opposite Day, Squirrel Jokes, Rockin' Baby, Valley, I think it says, Dumped, Bossy Boots, The Bully, Sleepy Time, and Squidsville. So yeah, and here's the disc. And here's the next DVD, and it's Lost in Time. And this is a DVD that I've had during my childhood. Well, technically it wasn't my DVD, it was my brother's, but he lended it to me a long time ago, so yeah. Alright, so, and it says includes a double length episode, which we'll get to that. Alright, so here's the front, spine, and the back. Yes, I know that, and to be honest, it doesn't really look that good. I'd say it's just going to be as bad as the Sandy Cheeks movie from last year. Like, it doesn't even look like a movie. It looks like something that you'd see out of a video game. Like, I don't mind SpongeBob being CGI, but being cheap and lazy and all that, no. That's not acceptable. But we'll get to that soon. We'll talk about it later. Alright, so the episodes on this are Dungeons and Dragons, which is a reference to Dungeons and Dragons, which is the double length episode. Selling Out, Funny Pants, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 4, I think. The Motion Picture, Enemy in Law, and Patrick Smartpants. And here's the disc. Alright, so here's the next DVD, and it's Whale of a Birthday, and this DVD actually looks pretty cool. Like, I believe I've watched it a long time ago, and most of the episodes on this are pretty good. So, yeah. I just like the front cover of it. I think it looks quite nice if I do say so myself. Right, so here's the front, spine, and the back. The episodes are All That Glitters, Whale of a Birthday, which I think that's my favorite episode out of all of them. Once Bitten, Chimps Ahoy, Bummer Vacation. SpongeBob's always creative with their episode titles. Wig Struck, and that's no lady. And here's the disc. And here's the next DVD, and it's Where's Gary? And the episode on this, Have You Seen the Snail, was an inspiration for Sponge on the Run, which again, we'll get to that. Alright, so here's the front, spine, and the back. And this is a two-parter, by the way, which, like I said, the episodes are Have You Seen the Snail? The Lost Meltries, I think, Matries, sorry. Crabs versus Plankton, Good Neighbor, Still Crane, and The Great Snail Race. And here's the disc. And we have a leaflet for the video game SpongeBob's Atlantis Squarepants, which is a video game that you wouldn't really see in stores anymore. And here's all the consoles where it comes in. So yeah, just have to wait and see. Alright, so that's Where's Gary. Here's the next episode, and it's Friend or Foe. So yeah, here's the front, spine, and the back. And the episodes are Friend or Foe, which is a two-part episode. The original Fry Cook, Nightlight, Rise and Shine, Waiting, Fungus Among Us, and Bye Buddies. And here's the disc. And I believe this is season 7, volume 1. I'm not really good at the episodes from each season of SpongeBob, so forgive me if not all of these episodes are from season 7, which I know Friend or Foe is because I seen that one, but I don't know about the rest. Yeah, despite me being a fan of SpongeBob, I haven't seen every single episode of it, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, I love SpongeBob, but for some reason I haven't seen every episode of it. Don't know why. Anyways, the next DVD is 10 Happiest Moments. Alright, so here's the front, spine, and the back. And the episodes are Tea at the Tea Room, which some of these episodes I've already mentioned, which Tea at the Sea Room, which I believe was from. Sorry, was from Tales from the Deep, and the same thing with Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Culture Shock, which I believe that was from an already existing DVD. Sorry, my memory's not good. No, I don't think so. Karate Chops. The alley's always greener. Just one bite, which was from also Tales from the Deep. Graveyard Shift, which was from Electrical Nonsense and Sponge Buddies. No weenies allowed. Rolling Cowards and Christmas Who. So yeah, those were some of the episodes that were on the first 2 DVDs I've shown. Well, technically, 4 of them were from, and it says here over 2 hours of laughs, and the bonus features on this are Help Wanted. No, I thought it was from the DVD, but no, it's not. The pilot episode and Crabs and Plankton photo gallery, which these are like shorts. And it's very interesting that they have the pilot episode on this. Like, how many DVDs do you see notices actually the pilot? I mean, think about it. I believe this is like the first time that it's the actual pilot. I know it's not the main feature, but the fact that it's a bonus feature is just amazing. And this was also part of the 10th anniversary, which this DVD was released back in 2009. And yeah. Anyways, the next DVD we have is Triton's Revenge. So yeah. And it includes Nickelodeon exclusive bonus episode, which is from Back to at the Barnyard, which we'll get to that. Alright, so here's the front, spine, and the back. And the episodes are The Clash of Triton, I think it says, which I believe that's like a double length episode. Sandcastles in the Sand, Shell Shocked, Chum Bucket, Supreme, Single Cell Anniversary, Tentacle Vision, and I Heart Dancing. And the bonus episode on this is, which we have back at the barnyard, and the episode on this is Hypno a Go Go. So yeah, and here's the disc. So that was Triton's Revenge. The next DVD we have is Heroes of Bikini Bottom. And it also includes another bonus episode from another Nickelodeon cartoon, which Fanboy and Chum Chum. We'll get to that in a minute. Alright, so here's the front, spine, and the back. The episodes are Back to the Past, The Bad Guy Club of Villains, Keep Bikini Bottom Beautiful, A Pail for Gary, Yours, Mine, and Mine, Crabbed Crabs, A Day Without Tears, and Summer Joy. And the bonus episode is from Fanboy and Chum Chum, which the episode is The Hard Sell, which I'm not really a big fan of Fanboy and Chum Chum, but if you like it, then I respect your opinion. And here's the disc. So yeah, that was Heroes of Bikini Bottom. And the next CD we have is Disorder in the Deep. And we also have another bonus episode from Fanboy and Chum Chum. But again, we'll get to that when we get to it. Alright, so here's the front, spine, and the back. The episodes are Accidents Will Happen, which is a reference to a song from a show that you pretty much know well. I'm not going to tell what it is, but I'm sure you know where that title comes from. The Other Party, Drive Through, The Hot Shot, A Friendly Game, Sentimental Sponge, Squidward School for Grown-Ups, and Oral Report. And the Fanboy and Chum Chum episode is One Fanboy. And here's the disc. And here's the next DVD, and it's Bikini Bottom's Most Wanted. And this was another DVD that I've had during my childhood, and again, it looks pretty good. Alright, so here's the front, spine, and the back. And the episodes are Jailbreak, Plankton's Pet, Evil Spatula, Sinan Samantha. Sorry, I can't say that. Little Yellow Book, Yeti Crabs, Safe Deposit Crabs, and Home Sweet Rubble. And here's the disc. I'm not going to say anything about the disc because there's really no point. And here's the last episode of SpongeBob DVD that I have, and it's The Great Sleigh Race. See, I remember getting this along with Sponge on the Run, which, yeah. And again, it includes another Fanboy and Chum Chum episode. Like, this is the third one that I have that has a Fanboy and Chum Chum episode. The other two were Heroes of Bikini Bottom and Disorder in the Deep. So yeah, and luckily this is the last one, so we don't have to worry about that. Alright, so here's front, spine, and the back. The episodes are Frozen Face Off, One Course Meal, Gary in Love, The Plays the Ting, Rodeo Daz, Grandma's Secret Recipe, and The Scent of Money. And the Fanboy and Chum Chum episode is Training Day. And here's the disc. A big improvement than the last one, I can tell you. So yeah, I don't know if they still make SpongeBob DVDs these days, but I don't know. If they do, then that's good, and if they don't, well, thank to the well, you can blame the streaming platforms now because they're more popular these days than DVDs, but that's a different story. All right, now let's get on to the free movies, in which I like to call it the only good SpongeBob movies that have been released. The Sandy Cheeks movie, Saving Bikini Bottom, was just shite, and the Plankton movie had potential, but it's probably going to be bad. But I won't know until I watch it. But by the looks of it, again, it's going to be worse. Anyways, let's get on to it. And here's the movie that started it all: the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. So yeah, what can I say about this movie? Like, this movie is absolutely amazing, and I've heard a lot of people saying that this is probably the only actual good SpongeBob movie that came out. The rest of them after that were just didn't top this one, and I can see why. And I do like the movie myself. It's really good, and I used to watch it a lot when I was younger, and I really have good memories with this film. But again, it's seen better days, and for some reason I had eyebrows in, which don't know why. I was just a kid back then. So yeah. Alright, so here's the front, spine, and again this here is cracked, but again it was from childhood. And the back. And the special features are the absodoring tale behind the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, Chase of the SpongeBob, Saving the Stuff, Animatics, and teaser trailer. And here's the disc, which I think the disc looks really nice. Yeah. Alright, so that was the SpongeBob movie. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably have to give it a 10. It's probably the best SpongeBob movie that they ever made, and the only good one out of the bunch. So yeah. And here's the next two, which I actually really like these other two movies. And this one we have is the SpongeBob movie Sponge Out of Water. Yeah, it may not be as good as the first one, but it's still a fun watch. And the CGI in this, and along with Sponge on the Run, is actually really good. Like, they don't straight away bring the CGI into it. They wait till like the 1 hour mark, and then they get into CGI. Like, I know some people may think that it was a waste of potential, but in my opinion, I think it was quite good. Like, you can't really have the CGI animation straight away. You just have to have build up to it. And I notice now that in the SpongeBob movie, SpongeBob and Patrick were in 2D animated when they headed into the real world, but here they're all CGI animated, which don't know if they had the budget to make CGI back then, but oh well. Nonetheless, this movie's still a fun watch. So yeah, here's the front, spine, and the back. And the special features are SpongeBob SquarePants out of his world. When I grow up, I want to make funny sounds, becoming Burger Beard, and the making of Burger Mobile chase sequence. So yeah, shit. And yeah, the DVD has also seen better days as well because, and here's the disc, because I've had this since childhood, and yeah. And what's ironic that this movie turns 10 years old this year. Like, wow, where's time gone? Like, oh my god. Time really does fly when you're having fun, doesn't it? And yeah, I'd say in the future that this movie's probably going to become a classic. Again, not as good as the first one, but still a fun watch and definitely better than the other two movies that we've gotten recently. So yeah, so that was Sponge on the Run. No, no Sponge out of water. And now here we get to Sponge on the Run. Sorry about that. I was just reconnecting. As I was saying, this movie was an inspiration for Where's Gary? And to be fair, this movie is actually quite decent. So yeah, and that's good SpongeBob movie that we're probably gonna get. So yeah, here's the front, sides, and the back. And this is the only SpongeBob movie that I have, or SpongeBob DVD as a whole, that I have in the slipcase. So yeah, and the special features are mini movie, deleted storyboard scenes, sing along music videos, arts and crafts, and more. And here's the disc. So yeah, and I believe this is the last SpongeBob movie to come out on DVD. Like the other two haven't been released yet. Well, the Plankton movie hasn't even came out yet. I doubt that's gonna get a DVD release, but for the Sandy Cheeks movie, saving a lot of people saying that this movie is not as good as the other two. But in my opinion, I actually really enjoyed it, and the CGI here is definitely better than the other two that we'll get after this. At least the animation here is a lot more detailed and colorful and less cheap and all that. Like they did actually put some work when they did the animation. I mean, the movie's not perfect or anything, but at least they tried to add in elements, and they did another series, which was Camp. That was my SpongeBob SquarePants. Sorry, my SpongeBob SquarePants for 2024. Sorry, I didn't really have that much to say about most of the DVDs. It's just, well, to be honest, I haven't really watched all of them, and I think most of them are good episodes, and some are just but nonetheless, I still enjoy SpongeBob SquarePants. It's a really good watch, and I don't have a DVD yet that has like Band Geeks and stuff. Like Band Geeks is probably the best SpongeBob episode that's came out, and you never know, I might bump into a DVD in the future that has Band Geeks or any other gem of an episode. You just never know. And I am surprised that my DVD collection has grown. Like, again, I don't have every single SpongeBob DVD, but I will get more in the future if I bump into some. So, for what I have now, I'm actually pretty happy to have. So, yeah. And if you want to know what my next DVD collection is, it's going to be on Hard Henry, which don't know when that's gonna come out, but I don't really make promises, but I might get the video out on Sunday. But again, that's only just early thoughts in mind, but depends on how I'm feeling and stuff. We'll just have to wait and see. So yeah. Alright, so that's all for now. Stay tuned for some more videos coming up soon. And this is me signing off.